The untold story of Umar Ibn Al-khattab, from fierce enemy to pillar of Islam. What if I told you that one man, once a relentless persecutor of Muslims, became the very shield of Islam? A man whose conversion shook the foundations of Mecca and changed the course of history forever. This is the story of Umar Ibn Al-khattab. Most Muslims know his name, but few truly grasp the magnitude of his transformation. Stay with us to uncover the full, incredible story of Umar Ibn. Have you ever wondered what it takes for a heart filled with animosity to embrace truth so completely? Why did Allah choose Umar Ibn Al-khattab, of all people, to become a beacon of justice? What was happening in Mecca at that time that led to such a dramatic shift? The early Muslims faced unimaginable persecution. They prayed in secret, fearing for their lives. Then came Umar Ibn Al-khattab, a force to be reckoned with. This is why understanding the story of Umar Ibn Al-khattab matters. It's a story of divine intervention. The desert winds whispered tales of change, but Mecca remained steeped in idolatry and tribalism. The political situation was volatile, dominated by powerful clans like the Quraysh. Society was stratified, with the wealthy oppressing the poor and vulnerable. Moral decline was rampant. Infanticide, slavery, and injustice were commonplace. Into this darkness, Prophet Muhammad brought the light of Islam, but the message was met with fierce resistance. The Quraysh saw it as a threat to their power and traditions. They persecuted the early believers mercilessly, and among the fiercest opponents was Umar Ibn Al-khattab. He was a man of immense physical strength and influence. The very mention of Umar Ibn Al-khattab struck fear into the hearts of the weak. This was the world before Umar Ibn Al-khattab was revealed to his true path. Umar Ibn Al-khattab, a towering figure, strides through the bustling streets of Mecca. His face is etched with determination, perhaps anger. He hears whispers of the new faith, Islam, and his blood boils. He sees a group of Muslims praying discreetly, their faces serene despite the danger. He feels a surge of rage. This scene establishes Umar's initial, intense opposition to Islam, making his later conversion even more profound. Imagine the fear he instilled. Umar Ibn Al-khattab is on his way to kill Prophet Muhammad. He learns his sister, Fatima, and her husband have embraced Islam. He rushes to their home, bursting in to find them reciting the Quran. He strikes his sister, but her steadfastness, her unwavering faith, moves him. He demands to read what they were reciting. He reads Surah Taha. The words pierce his heart. This is the pivotal moment of his conversion, a direct encounter with the divine word. The power of truth can soften the hardest heart. Umar Ibn Al-khattab walks directly to the Kaaba, where the Quraysh leaders are gathered. He boldly declares his conversion to Islam. The shock is palpable. The Muslims, who had been praying in secret, now have a champion. His declaration changes everything. Umar's public conversion gave strength and confidence to the nascent Muslim community. His courage was unmatched. With Umar Ibn Al-khattab, now a Muslim, the believers could pray openly. He led them in procession to the Kaaba, a defiant act against the Quraysh. He became known as Al-Faruq, the one who distinguishes between truth and falsehood. He stood firm against oppression. Umar's presence transformed the dynamics of power in Mecca, offering protection to the vulnerable. He was a true guardian of faith. Years later, after the Prophet's passing, Umar Ibn Al-khattab became the second Caliph of Islam. His reign was marked by justice, expansion, and administrative brilliance. He established institutions that laid the foundation for a just society. His leadership was legendary. Umar's caliphate is a golden age of Islamic governance, a model for all times. His legacy continues to inspire. No heart is beyond Allah's guidance. Even the fiercest opponent can become the strongest advocate. We should never despair of anyone's potential for change, nor should we judge based on past actions. Think of someone you believe is lost. Umar Ibn Al-khattab shows us that transformation is always possible. Once Umar Ibn Al-khattab embraced Islam, he did so without fear, openly declaring his faith. We must stand firm in our beliefs, even when it is difficult or unpopular. Imagine the courage it took to challenge the entire Meccan establishment. This reminds us to be brave in our truth. As Caliph, Umar Ibn Al-khattab prioritized justice for all, regardless of status. Leaders must be accountable and serve their people with equity and compassion. His famous quote, "How can you enslave people when their mothers gave birth to them free?" Allah is showing us the true meaning of righteous leadership through Umar ibn. Despite his immense power, Umar ibn al-Khattab lived a simple, ascetic life. Fearing Allah, true power lies in humility and devotion, not in worldly possessions. He would often carry food on his back for the needy. This teaches us that piety is the ultimate adornment. Umar ibn al-Khattab established a robust administrative system, including a treasury, judiciary, and military. We need foresight and planning in all aspects of our lives and communities. His reforms laid the groundwork for centuries of Islamic civilization. This reminds us of the importance of wise governance, exemplified by Umar ibn. If we ignore the lessons from Umar ibn al-Khattab's life, history can repeat itself. Many nations were destroyed because they abandoned justice, embraced arrogance, and persecuted the righteous. The transformation of Umar ibn al-Khattab is not just a historical anecdote, it's a living warning. If we become complacent, if we allow injustice to fester, if we lose our courage in upholding truth, then we risk losing the very essence of what Umar ibn al-Khattab stood for. His story is a stark reminder that power without piety leads to ruin. We must learn from Umar ibn al-Khattab. Are we prepared to embody the courage and justice of Umar ibn al-Khattab in our own lives? Are we truly following the lessons he left behind? Allah, guide us to be among those who distinguish between truth and falsehood, just as you guided Umar ibn al. O Allah, strengthen our hearts in faith and grant us the courage to stand for justice. O Allah, make us humble servants, fearing you above all else, following the path of Umar ibn al-Khattab. If this incredible story of Umar ibn al-Khattab touched your heart, please like this video. Comment Subhanallah if you learned something new about Umar ibn, and share this with someone who needs this powerful reminder of faith and transformation.